All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect, okay? And I'm trying this new program, okay, that will allow me to activate my camera and record, have the recording process happening in the background while I'm still using my screen. Okay, I do app jobs or whatever, deliveries and stuff, and I don't want my screen to get recorded, my destination for my deliveries and things of that nature, to be able to make videos while I'm still working and still having the use of my phone and able to pull precepts and such. So I'm trying this new program out, okay? But I want to do this lesson, okay? Let's see here. Basically, the other day, I was doing deliveries, and I was walking down the street, and I just noticed how quiet it was. It was extremely quiet, and it just brought to mind that, okay, these people in America take for granted those freedoms. Okay, the people in America take for granted the freedoms and the ability to walk up the street, okay, and not have martial law troops on you, not have a gang of people, trying to rob you, kill you, murder you, take your woman, take your resources, and even now it's 1:45 in the morning, okay, and it's really quiet out here, but when the shit hits the fan in America, there's going to be people out lurking all hours of the night. People are going to get taken out of their homes, okay? Let me get this precept. People are going to get taken out of their homes, okay? And it's not going to be it's not going to be a beautiful time, man. It's not going to be this quiet. Okay? Let me see here. All right, 2nd Ezra 5, Salakia. I was looking for that precept. Salakia. 2nd Ezra 5. And start at verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, make sure I'm not covering up the mic. As coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. And I've been bringing this precept out a lot lately because that's what the times that are approaching, man. The time of Jacob's trouble is approaching. Okay? The time where mass amounts of people are going to be killed, man. Okay? And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith, okay? And with everything that every step that Esau takes towards taking the truth off of the internet is a step towards the land being barren of faith, man, and the way of truth being hidden. Okay, verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. So out of all the iniquity, all the sin, okay, all the evil things that you've heard happen, okay, in the past, the things that they did to the so-called blacks, okay, and Latinos and Native Americans, the Trail of Tears, slavery, okay, and the things that they did after slavery, where they lynched us and hunged us, and all these different things, okay, that took the Native American and the so-called Latino or Hispanic, Latino people's land, okay, violently, and so on and so forth. All the atrocities that the so-called white man has done on the earth. The scripture says here in 2nd Ezra 5 and 2, but iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest. So it's going to be worse than it is now that you see it, or that thou hast heard long ago. So it's going to be worse than you could ever think, man. It's going to be worse than you could ever imagine, okay? And there's another precept in the quote-unquote, the canonical, okay, scriptures that go into that. Okay. Let me close some of these tabs so we can okay. Get this precept. Time. I can get Matthew 24 and 21. I think there's another one in Daniel as well. It might be Daniel 12. I'm gonna check that next. Matthew 24. Okay, and 20 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no nor ever shall be. Verse 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Okay? And this is all going into the end times, you know. Right above that, if I'm not mistaken, it's talking about 70 AD. Okay? But that portion right there, where there should be no flesh spared, that's the great destruction. That's the third woe, okay? The world war, the third world war, which ends with nuclear destruction, man, upon key places that the Lord has decided to destroy. Okay. Daniel 12, backing up again what I said, you know. Daniel 12 and 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Okay. But the point that I wanted is, okay, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered. Okay? So the time of trouble is going to happen, and then after the trouble, right before the final last hurrah, okay, those nuclear missiles, before they hit, then shall the people be delivered. Okay? Everyone that's found written in the Lamb's book of life, which is the scriptures, man. You know, the believers written in the scriptures that were predestined to believe, man. You know? So that's, hey, man. So that's the thought that came to my mind, man, was like, damn, right now, you know, people walk through the streets. You know, you can do, now that certain things do happen, you know, especially in Babylon the Great, okay? America, Babylon the Great right now ain't seeing the same stuff that these other nations is seeing, man. Okay, these other countries is in turmoil, man. These other countries is having uproars of the people, man. Like the Messiah said would happen, okay, before the end, man. Right back in Matthew 24. Let's start at the top. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, or anointed, or the word there verbatim is Christ, and shall deceive many. So there are many people that are coming saying they are the anointed. You know, there are some saying they are the Messiah, and there are some coming saying that they are men of the Messiah. You know, and deceiving people. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay? So the end is not yet, but you want to be prepared, you know. We need to be aware and continuously, you know, pray that the Lord keep the spirit on us to be aware of the times we're living in, man. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is only the beginning, man. This is only the beginning. It's going to get much worse out here, you know. It's going to get much worse. Okay? And, you know, it's just something I was thinking about, man. You know, matter of fact, let me go back to this, see if this other precept, see if this part I really want in there. Con, yep, okay. 2nd Ezra 5 and 3. I'm going to read 2 again. But iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. Verse 3. It's a lock here for my sinuses. Okay. And the land that thou seest now to have root shalt thou see wasted suddenly. Okay, so right now this land appears to have have root. It's built up, it's established, but this land is going to be wasted suddenly. Okay, man. Verse 4, but if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and in the moon thrice in the day. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Well, yeah, that's pretty much, establishes the idea, the thought that I was having, when I had that thought, was like, damn, look how peaceful and quiet, it looks in these different little areas. Now, of course, in the hood, the freaks come out at night, In the hood, Jake be out all times of the night, drug dealers and, pimps and whores and, freaks and all that. They be out all type of night. But in the more, quote unquote, nicer, quieter areas, the areas with probably a mixed population of Jake and Esau or, so on and so forth, it'd be, be peaceful moments where you don't really hear nothing, you don't really see nothing, after a particular time or a time of night or whatever. But that's all coming to an end, man. That's all coming to an end, man. This place is about to be, it's about to be chaos everywhere, man. It's about to be straight up chaos, But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to go into, man. These things that people take for liberty, man, they're gonna be things that people hope for, or would wish for, when the time of calamity finally hits America, Babylon the Great. All right, so I'm gonna give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. I pray this lesson was edifying. Okay, with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.